We're starting 2022 by celebrating our CDC Class 2020 graduates and their families. We have 65 graduates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Development Communication,
9 graduates for the degree of Master of Science in Development Communication,
and 9 graduates for the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Development Communication.
We are delighted to finally hold the 23rd CDC Testimonial and Recognition Program for graduating and honor students of the CDC Class 2020.
Their testimonial and recognition program may have been delayed for more than a year, but what's important is we now get to celebrate the completion of their DEFCOM degree programs. I am Rovil Espiritu, an assistant professor from the Department of Educational Communication.
And I'm Reiki Lyoy, an assistant professor at the Department of Science Communication.
And we will be your hosts for the 23rd CDC Testimonial and Recognition Program for graduating and honored students.
Welcome to the UP Los Baños College of Development Communication.
To the members of CDC Class 2020 and their families,
the CDC family, faculty members, researchers, extensionists, and professional staff or reps, and administrative staff.
To our guest speaker for today, Ian James S. Ceciliano, the Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Officer of Libon Albay.
And to everyone watching this program via the UPLB DevCom Facebook page or the CDC website devcom.edu.ph. Magandang araw po sa ating lahat.
Now to formally start the program, let us all rise for the invocation.
To be followed by the national anthem.
Everybody, let us pray and tune in to the presence of our God. Father God, thank you very much for giving us the time to gather here today for this celebration. Blessed are the hands and minds who have put this together for us graduates who are unable to conduct a face-to-face celebration. We are truly thankful and blessed for those who spearheaded this occasion. As we celebrate this milestone in your presence, this is also the time to remember the years of learning and the relationships we have created within this college. We are not only here to raise the degrees we have attained in development communication, but it is also the time to thank you, Heavenly Father, our family, our friends, and all those who have guided us throughout one of the most memorable years of our lives. As we walk out of this college as graduates, help us be the light and salt in our professions and in our community. As you have blessed us through our studies, please continue to guide us to our next milestones. Please help us use our learnings as we be tools of empowerment and self-recognition of potential. Finally, Father, we ask for strength. Many of us finished our degrees today and ventured into the workforce amidst the pandemic. We have been filled with uncertainty, but with faith comes stability. We ask this in your name. Amen.
This is the second time that DEFCOM is holding a virtual testimonial and recognition program.
And this time, even as hosts are in our respective homes to ensure our health and safety as we celebrate the accomplishments of the CDC Class of 2020.
So let's hear from the CDC Department Chairs and the Dean their messages for the CDC Class 2020.
Hello CDC Class of 2020, kamusta na kayo? I hope you're all doing well, that you're all safe, healthy, and happy. It was a very difficult time for you, but nevertheless, you overcame all of the obstacles. And I wish you all the best as future DevCom practitioners and scholars. So congratulations to all of you and hope to see you all sometime soon.
Pagbati Scholar ng Bayan, na pagtagumpayan ninyo ang 4 o higit pang taon, hindi lang academic requirements, extracurricular activities, mga personal na challenges, kundi lahat ito kasabay ng kinakaharap natin ngayong pandemya. Binago nito hindi lang mga individual nating buhay, hindi lang ang sa ating bansa, kundi sa buong mundo. At dahil dito, naipakita nyo ang inyong hindi matatawarang tatag at pagsisikap. Dalangin ko ang inyong tagumpay sa anumang larangan na inyong tahakin. Naway, hindi nyo kalimutan ang puso ng DevCom. Utak at puso, husay at dangal. Mabuhay, Class of 2020.
Good day, Class of 2020. Congratulations on your graduation. This program might have taken some time after you actually completed your academic requirements. But I believe that each one of you, your families included, have long waited for this moment. You are fortunate because you are part of the class that has completed almost your entire college life in face-to-face mode. You have experienced the joys of face-to-face learning and the feel of the remote setup during your last semester. It is quite unfortunate that you are not able to share this momentous event with your blockmates, batchmates, workmates, friends, and even DevCom teachers and staff whom you have considered as your second family in Los Baños. Despite this, we share this joyous occasion with you and hope that with this program, we are able to join you in your celebration. In one of my earlier conversations with the late Dr. Nora C. Cabral, when she used to frequent CDC as Professor Emeritus for a project, she asked me where DevCom students were working. At that time, I was still the college secretary and have had contact with some DevCom alumni. During that time too, many DevCom graduates entered the call center industry, as that was the time when the industry was booming. I told her about this, and I vividly remember her saying, "It does not really matter where they are, as long as they hold and practice the DevCom values that they have gained." I was humbled. I share this with you because I know that you will walk different paths in your life after graduation. Some of you might have started it now, as almost 2 years have passed since some of you completed the program. I hope and pray that wherever you are, whatever direction you go, you would always go by the DevCom values that you have gained. Having a social conscience, being committed to fellow human beings, especially to the poor and the marginalized, having respect for local knowledge, and being ethical in the practice, among others. Maging tunay na iskolar ng at para sa bayan. Sayang ang talino kung sa kabalinto na ang mga kaisipan at gawain ng paggagamitan. As Martin Luther King Jr. said, "Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education." May you continue to bear and bring the light that was ignited in you by the College of Development Communication. As you walk forward, remember to always exemplify honor and excellence. Bring that idealism with you and make the change that you want happen. Congratulations, CDC Class of 2020.
Isang maalab na pagbati sa inyong pagtatapos CDC Class of 2020. Natatangi ang inyong batch dahil nalampasan ninyo ang kakaibang hamon na dulot ng pandemya. Ang inyong mga pinagdaanan ay matuturi na biyaya dahil kayo ay nahubog ng inyong mga natutunan at naging karanasan sa nagdaan na mga taon para harapin ang panibagong yugto ng inyong buhay. Hangad ko na inyong pagtagumpayan ang makabuluhang landas na inyong tatahakin. Hindi man palaging aayon sa lahat ng inyong kagustuhan at minsan ay makakaranas kayo ng kabiguan, gayunpaman sana ay magsilbi itong inspirasyon para mas lalo ninyong pagbutihin at palaging maisabuhay ang dangal at galing bilang iskolar para sa bayan. Muli, isang maalab na pagbati sa inyong pagtatapos CDC Class of 2020.
Hi fellow graduates! I know it's kind of special that we have this second time to celebrate our major milestone. But I believe we do deserve another celebration. You finally with your hard-earned diploma and I finally survived my PhD journey. Indeed, it was a great journey for us. Our academic life during the pre-pandemic, the pandemic, it was quite memorable. We learned so much. We fought to be successful in our chosen academic path despite all the challenges. So I am so very happy to share this excitement of our graduation day and so very proud of you, of us. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Finally, your long-awaited day has come. We celebrate with joy and pride your graduation, CDC Class of 2020. Yay! This is a milestone you have achieved amid the chaos, pain, and challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic. You fully deserve your well-earned diploma for the Bachelor of Science in Development Communication. This is truly a meaningful symbol of your success as a student and your ticket to a new journey outside the UPLB campus. As we continue to seek for normalcy in abnormal times, I would like to share snippets of wisdom with you. First, try to keep the fire of optimism infinitely burning as you pursue your dream. The uncertainties of COVID-19 should never hinder your job hunting. Rather, they are opportunities for you to modify your way of thinking. For instance, be more creative in your ideas as much as you can. Reflect on new ways of solving a problem. Think positively. A negative mind will not give you a positive life. So, do not worry. Your positive mental attitude will bring you inner strength and confidence as you undertake your new journey. Another valuable trait during these difficult times is your resilience. Having survived the rigors of college life within the pandemic, through sheer determination, you have been able to withstand hardships, to adapt well in the face of adversity, and to recover quickly in a crisis. So, always seek for growth, moving on and on and on. Also, try to overcome your fears as this will slow you down. Lastly, nurture your choice of power. Life is interesting because you can be what you want to be depending on your choices. You can learn or ignore the lessons. You can be strong or cower in fear. You can shine or be dull. A whole wide world awaits you. Remember, it is your choice to paint your life in whatever color and in whatever strokes you like. A new field of possibilities will be opened to you. And it is up to you, given the lessons and values you learned in college, to nurture the power which can help you make good decisions. For sure, there will be wrong choices along the way. You may stumble in your journey, but never lose the fighting faith and the power to rise. Never lose hope along the bumpy road. Whatever you do matters, and brick by brick, you will be instruments in building a safer, healthier, and better world. Congratulations, DevCom Class of 2020! Create your own niche and serve the people in this imperfect but wonderful world. 3 or 5 years from now, rekindle your ties with the college as alumni engaged in various partnerships with CDC and UPLB. All the best and good luck, DevCom Class of 2020.
For this afternoon's event, we have invited one of the CDC's remarkable young alumnus to deliver the inspirational message for the CDC Class 2020.
And to learn more about him, Associate Professor Pamela Custodio will give us the introduction for our keynote speaker.
Good afternoon. It is my pleasure to introduce our speaker for this testimonial, Mr. Ian James S. Ceciliano. He was my thesis advisee, one of those who did not finish on time but did impressive undergraduate research work on notions of local governance among Libongeños or residents of Libon, Albay. The papers he wrote from his undergraduate thesis titled Pagpadalangan as Participatory Governance, Understanding Notions of Local Governance in Libon, Albay was presented in conferences including the 2013 International Conference of the Philippine Society for Public Administration. It is evident that even during his student life, his heart is into local governance and public service. He is currently the Municipal Disaster Risk Reduction Management Officer under the local government or the local municipal government of Libon, Albay. He has attended so many trainings to capacitate himself as a focal person on disaster risk reduction and management. He is also a licensed environmental planner since June 2019. He is also the Executive Secretary of the Local Association of DRRMOs of the province of Albay. You may have seen him guest in several webinars on DRRM, including a recent one hosted by Pag-asa. I have known Ian even before becoming a UPLB BS DevCom student. He was our participant in the Affirmative Action Program of the Ugnayan ng Pahinungod and the Municipal Government of Libon, Albay. He attended international fellowships and trainings. He was a delegate in the Young Southeast Asian Leaders Initiatives or YSEALI Summit titled Advancing Partnerships for Sustainability held in Phuket, Thailand in September to October 2019. He was also an academic fellow on civil engagement in the University of Massachusetts Amherst of the YSEALI program from October 2017. He was also a young leader participant in the regional revitalization disaster-prone areas of the Knowledge Co-Creation Program, Young Leaders of the Japan International Cooperation Agency in Tohoku region held in July 2016 to August 10, 2016. He is also a member of the Technical Working Group for Planning in the Comprehensive Development Program of the Municipality of Libon, Albay. He just completed a comprehensive training program as a scholar in the Local Government Executives and Management class in Public Management Development Program under the Development Academy of the Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome with a virtual round of applause, Mr. Ian James Ceciliano.
Isang ligtas at mapagpalayang araw po sa bawat isa. Sa mga bagong nagsipagtapos sa Kolehiyo ng Komunikasyong Pangkaunlaran, isang malugod at taos-pusong pagbati sa bawat isa sa inyo. Iba-iba man ang inyong naging sakripisyo sa napakamapanghamong kalagayan natin ngayon, binabati ko kayo sa mga maliliit at malalaking tagumpay na nagawa ninyo hanggang sa puntong ito ng inyong buhay. Sa mga opisyal at kaguruan ng kolehiyo, ang akin pong pagpupugay at pasasalamat sa inyong patuloy na dedikasyon sa paghubog ng mga makabagong DEVCOM at mga scholar ng bayan sa kabila ng napakaraming hamon na kinakaharap natin ngayon. It is a huge honor for me to speak to you, the College of Development Communication Class of 2020. This is actually a dream. Pangarap kong makapagsalita sa harap ng mga bagong magsisipagtapos na DEVCOM at sabihin, sana ay bumalik kayo sa inyong mga komunidad at doon ninyo simulan ang inyong hinahangad na pagbabago. Now, some of you will tell me that kahit naman bumalik ako sa bayan ko, parang wala namang mangyayari. Hindi enabling yung environment. And that, for some, and at some point, is true. You know, politics, bureaucracy, too much familiarity, indifference of the people, and apathy. And those indifference and apathy are somewhat ingrained in us. Madalas kasi, gusto nating tumulong sa pagbabago sa ibang lugar. Kung saan hindi tayo kilala, yung wala tayong connection, yung parang bago lahat. So at some point, mas madaling tumulong sa pagbabago ng sistema kung hindi tayo konektado. But I believe, hindi ganon ang DEVCOM. Sa DEVCOM, we always start with DNA. We get to know first what the problem is or what needs to be done. We identify first our audience or development partners. We always start our proposals with the rationale. We always ask the question why. And then we proceed with how. How do we relate to the problem? Then how can we help? What we do in DEVCOM is always personal. When I did my undergraduate thesis, which is about how our people understand the concept of local governance and how our perspectives affect our participation in what is happening in our community, there I realized how putting together good people with good ideas, doing good deeds with good intentions, can bring social change that will drastically transform the lives of its people forever, in small and big scales. Sa pagtatanong-tanong ko sa aking mga kababayan, nakita ko kung gaano kalakas ang kapangyarihan ng bawat isa sa amin na baguhin ang aming buhay. Kung mabibigyan ang bawat isa ng tamang edukasyon, sapat na inspirasyon, angkop na oportunidad, at kaunting tulak mula sa gobyerno. Looking back, this must have been the reason why I chose to stay in my town and to serve with all my heart. When I accepted my job as Municipal DRM Officer of Libon, I wanted to situate where development communication is in disaster risk reduction. I had doubts actually. When I became MDRRMO, I realized that I am not doing the job I was trained to do in college. So how could a DEVCOM graduate be a DRRM officer? Little did I know that the technical skills in DRR can be learned, but the process that I went through in college and the discipline I learned from it are the ones that I will constantly need as I do my job. Asking questions to find our context and purpose, listening to different sides to gain consensus, educating people in appropriate and different ways possible, innovating projects and practices to create public value, and in times that I feel lost, going back to my core so I can refocus and readjust how I will move forward better. My case will be different from yours. To be honest, most of you will get non-DEVCOM jobs, like I did. But I chose to do my job the DEVCOM way, with depth, with dedication, and always with our audiences or development partners' welfare in mind. Let us always remember that we are here to help so they can help themselves. As we pursue non-DEVCOM jobs, I advise you to take side jobs or hobbies that will nurture our DEVCOM and creative side. In my case, I also do freelance editing, layout and graphic design, and some consultancy for capacity building. By doing so, we can have extra income during our extra time. So with this, we will also learn something and achieve something aside from what we are doing in our day jobs. With my years in grassroots work, I realized how our DEVCOM training and principles make us distinct development workers. Development communicators bridge the disconnect between national government agencies and technical people to the needs of the people in the community. We are grounded and trained to understand, empathize, and propose ways forward with our stakeholders' welfare in mind. Sa ating mga development workers, there exists the duplicity of understanding the server and the served, which is very critical in power relations. This is how we are able to understand the oppressed so we can try to educate the oppressor. DEVCOM look at the pragmatic side of things. We bridge gaps, stigma, and differences to find common field of experience. We find ways where both sides can meet, can compromise, and can agree to change for the better. But development communicators should not be lapdogs and enablers to authoritarian, misogynistic, and corrupt leaders and its allies. It is more shameful to use our platform for our professional and political gains. It is all against what DEVCOM stands for. We use our network and privilege, if we have any, to help people help themselves. We do not tolerate disregard for human rights, freedom of speech, of expression, and of the press. We do our best not to misinform, and most especially, not to disinform people. As communicators, we check our sources. We verify our information. These are basics in reportage and research that we should not forget as DEVCOM graduates for the rest of our lives. I may not have high or influential position in the government, but I know I have been standing my ground and I have been upholding our promise to give voices to the marginalized with honor and excellence. Let us always define and redefine DEVCOM so we can refine the discipline better. It is with deconstructing and reconstructing our behaviors and notions about the discipline that we will be able to construct what DevCom will be in the future. To the College of Development Communication Class of 2020, the future of DevCom lies in your hands, hearts, and minds. Redefine DevCom with integrity, pragmatism, and genuine care for the people. DevCom is a discipline, but it can also be a way of life. Practice DevCom in whatever job you will have in the future. Find DevCom in every task or project you will handle in your future job. This is how we expand the breadth and depth of our discipline to apply and to bring it to horizons it has never been before. Padayon DevCom Class of 2020, Diyos mabalos sa inyong gawas.
We have just heard the inspirational message for the CDC Class 2020 of Ian James Siciliano, Libon Albay's Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Officer.
Proving that age is no hindrance when it comes to establishing one's expertise, his insights and experiences from doing DevCom work will prove to be useful to all members of the CDC Class 2020.
And now, for the presentation of graduates and special awards for the degree Bachelor of Science in Development Communication, we have Dr. Lisa A. Cabrera, the CDC College Secretary.
Dr. Edmund G. Centeno, Chair of the CDC Graduate Program Committee, will present the graduates for the degree Master of Science in Development Communication, to be followed by the graduates for the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Development Communication.
Good day, everyone. OIC Dean Benjamina Paula G. Flor, our distinguished speaker Ian James Siciliano, CDC faculty and staff, proud parents, guests, and the graduating class of 2020. I am pleased to inform you that during the academic year 2019-2020, we at the College of Development Communication were able to produce 65 graduates. 7 for mid-year 2019, 22 for the first semester 2019-2020, and 36 for the second semester 2019-2020. Of this number, 8 will be graduating with honors. 7 cum laudes. These students obtain a general weighted average of 1.46 to 1.75. And 1 magna cum laude, the student obtained a general weighted average of 1.35. Ladies and gentlemen, I am very pleased to present to you the Bachelor of Science in Development Communication Class of 2020. Congratulations! For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Development Communication, for mid-year 2019, Benice Angelique M. Batrial, Mariz C. Diagan, Ayla Monica R. Flores, Jerud Newell L. Marmol, Francisco Allen C. Mendoza, Joji T. Ocampo, Miguel Paulo D. Valencia. For first semester, academic year 2019-2020, Christine Joy B. Arazanzo, Beverly Balmoria, Maria Gretchen S. Brucal, Paula Isabel J. Buensuceso, Anika Marie E. Cabriol, Nur Lemuel C. Castillo, Demi Jane N. David, Joseph Matthew I. Delminguez, Cheska Glorian B. Folgo, David Angelo T. Gakutan, Marguerite S. Igkasan, Brian Kenneth D. Hove, Jubel C. Laurente, Ina Pauline B. Lopez, Melrose G. Basugbod, Samantha Louise N. Mayoralvo, Carl Vincent S. Mendez, Colleen Agatha E. Quinones, Sarah C. Recalde, Flory Angelica Mel R. Babaran, cum laude. Helen Lunel A. Gamboa, cum laude. Noriel Andrea C. Pagirigan, cum laude. For second semester, academic year 2019-2020. Kathleen Princess R. Aldama, Andrea Beth S. Anit, Eliza L. Arojo, Ernie Shane B. Atienza, Kimberly C. Bacareza, Maria Lorena Eloisa A. Bautista, Ralph Hector C. Bautista, Patricia Lauren A. Bujongan, Dayan Zenith M. Bulfa, Jordan John P. Cabarles, Caitlin Alessa C. Calianta, Kinesa Denise T. Chispa, Kathleen Elise D.P. Corpus, Vince Aaron B. Cortez, Martina Daniel L. Cruz, Christian Alain A. Cuevo, Jeliza Marie R. Diaz, Erica May V. Delena, Era May G. Encina, Maria Aniway G. Espiritu, Marcelina Y. Foliedo Sanguir, Alisa Georgine S. Guerrero, Justin May P. Maranyo, Angel Ann C. Mendez, Nicolas David C. Mercado, Jimena Ansel P. Papera, Luis Patrice F. Ketua, Tracy Ann Bernice S. Quirino, Beatriz May C. Santillan, Jedediah D.S. Sarmiento, Diwa J. Velasquez, Margot Maureen M. Manalo, cum laude. Gwyneth Andre J. Jacob, cum laude. Nicole Marie M. Clanor, cum laude. Harleen May M. Viesca, cum laude. Cesar M. Ilaw III, magna cum laude.
The College of Development Communication would also like to recognize the graduates who serve as volunteers in various college initiatives.
We would also like to acknowledge the graduates who have brought honors to CDC with their exemplary performance as recognized by our partner organizations.
This year's CDC Leadership Award recipient is Noor Lemuel C. Castillo. The award is granted to Noor Lemuel C. Castillo in recognition of his exemplary service as student leader and his active involvement in numerous student-oriented and development-oriented initiatives within and outside CDC and UPLB.
The CDC Best Undergraduate Research Award is granted to Harleen May M. Viesca for her study titled Predictors, Mediators, and Moderators Affecting the Societal Risk Perception on Antibiotic Resistance and the Intention to Avoid Parental Self-Medication of Barangay Health Workers in the City of General Trias, Cavite, Philippines. The CDC Research Committee recognized the theoretical and methodological rigor in the conduct of the research. The research topic showed novelty and relevance in the context of the pandemic and to the development communication discipline as it tackled the communicative aspect of antibiotic resistance perception. Harleen May Viesca completed her study under the supervision of her academic advisor, Gary J. S. Montemayor, Assistant Professor at the Department of Science Communication.
And lastly, the College of Development Communication would like to present the CDC Faculty Medal for Academic Excellence to the following graduates for their exemplary academic performance during their stay at the College of Development Communication.
The Nora C. Cabral Medal for Scholarship in Development Communication is awarded to the member of the graduating class who earned the highest general weighted average. This year's recipient of the Nora C. Cabral Medal for Scholarship in Development Communication is Cesar M. Ilaw III, magna cum laude, with a general weighted average of 1.3542.
Pagbati sa ating lahat, it is a pleasure to present the graduates of the College of Development Communication for the degree Master of Science in Development Communication, first semester academic year 2019-2020. Cheryl Ed P. Hermosa Ebron, second semester academic year 2019-2020. Maria Victoria M. Almazan, Frances Grace L. Amangkiton, Kevin G. Biol, Miguel Victor T. Dorian, Ryan J. I. Galang, Zara Jane J. Miranda, Lolita B. Pua, Ed B. Tokpa. For the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Development Communication, first semester academic year 2019-2020. Liza A. Cabrera, Heidi B. Gonzalez. For second semester academic year 2019-2020. Ji Yang Chung, Parsons N. Hail, Ernesto L. Largado, Peter Veer A. Paz, Vladimir E. Rivera, Consuelo Angela L. Santos, Irudaya Selvam Stanislaus. Congratulations and mabuhay to all our graduates.
And now, let's hear the response of the CDC graduating class.
To our beloved Dean, Dr. Benjamina Paula Flor, our college secretary, Dr. Liza Cabrera, my advisor, Dr. Shirley Hamias, our department chairs, professors and staff, parents, friends, and of course, to my fellow graduates and now workmates, the CDC Class of 2020. It is an honor to speak before you today. Writing and doing this speech feels like having the long overdue closure that we need, like the final episode of a TV series that we've long waited and yet miss watching because we're busy. I mean, who could blame us for almost forgetting about the ceremony? It's been almost 2 years since we've graduated, and doing this talk now feels a bit weird. We're not the same people that we were yesterday, and had I made this speech back in 2020, I would have crafted an entirely different message. As young professionals, we're now confronting new challenges and priorities. In my case, I'm already on my second job, anxious about work deadlines. For sure, most of us have already tasted the so-called real world. And by that, I mean taxes, bills, and quarter-life crisis questions like, why am I being left behind? Or, why am I doing this again? And What do I really want in life? Just 2 or 3 years ago, I saw the world quite differently. I remember hearing our beloved college buzzwords, the we are the voice of the voiceless, or the catalyst of change. Unfortunately, I grew to hate these terms even more after graduation. After working for more than a year in the policymaking sector and now in the government, I witnessed firsthand how development can be incredibly slow and disorienting. And there I was, struggling to keep my idealism, which I treated to be one of UP's enduring gifts to its children. I went through months of simultaneously feeling lost, wanting to escape this hot mess of a country, practicing self care, and crying over my savings, my poor savings. On top of that, there's COVID 19. In one way or another, it intensified and magnified the existing problems we face. But I don't need to enumerate them here today because I'm pretty sure that our news feed and personal lives are littered with them already. Instead, I want to congratulate all of us today for reaching this far. We finished college during a momentous time in history. I mean, we're not that different from the student Newton when he discovered the laws of gravity and optics and invented calculus during a plague, right? Kidding aside, I truly want to honor our triumph, fellow graduates. And what better way to do this than by sharing a story? So, here it goes. One boring lockdown night, I stumbled upon a video of Vox about the Voyager Golden Record. If you haven't heard of it, it's a time capsule that we sent to outer space in the late 70s. It contains photographs and music from our planet, like your typical Instagram proof of life. Some photos showed basic subjects like math symbols, human anatomy, nearby planets, and animals. There were also photos of children, food, architecture, cities, and machines. Oh, the things that we take for granted, yet we cannot find elsewhere in the universe. We don't know if aliens will find and decode the time capsules, or if aliens exist at all. But it made me wonder at our smallness and the briefness of our stay here. While the universe is 14 billion years old, our species has only been around here for a few 100,000 years, and we've only begun to do massive progress in the last 4 centuries. Generation after generation of humans making small and yet incremental changes in the fields of science and technology, the arts, and the humanities. And yet, our species is equally capable of great destruction, I thought. We sent the Voyager Golden Record at a time of looming nuclear extinction, when the US and the Soviet Union kept on flexing their nuclear weapons at each other. And those time capsules, they could be our only proof of life long after we all return to dust. Some of our massive achievements have become the source of our existential problems today. We can debate all day about the meaning of development, but perhaps we can all agree that we have come a long way. And ironically, this insight gave me hope because I realized that we're not irredeemable. Well, I once thought that we are a hopeless case. It was in college where I experienced sexual trauma at the hands of a professor of knowledge and wisdom. And the worsening news about our country and planet only reinforced my growing cynicism about human nature and progress. But thanks to the Voyager Golden Record, I was reminded that development communication is a humanistic pursuit. Our story is not about fate and gods. Ours is a story of our species, capable of both good and evil, of falling and bouncing back, of endless struggles and triumphs. Our situation is not irredeemable. You and I are not irredeemable. We can change ourselves and the systems that we put in place, whether for better or for worse. We write and rewrite our individual and collective stories. I still have hope for a better future because I have faith in humanity's greatness. And of course, that includes you and me. As history has shown time and again, our nature is change, so to speak. And change means that if we fell into the darkness, then we can bounce back to see the light once more. And this testimonial is only one of our many successes amid setbacks. At this point, I'm not gonna advise you on how to be a good DevCom graduate or how to save the world. We're all tired from work. We want to heal. We're all trying to strike a balance between our dreams, jobs, national aspirations, and fears. And I know that we are all trying to be our better versions of ourselves. I am proud of you. My fellow graduates, how do we even balance our careers, obligations, finances, love life, and our laundry? I don't even know. But my wish for us is to find and keep this sense of awe. May we not allow our jobs to suck the awe of life out of us. Let's marvel at ourselves, at our world, and at our collective history for reaching this far. Because wonder is the foundation of love and hope. It is difficult to take care of something or someone that we don't find precious. To end this little chatter of mine, I'd like to recall a favorite quote from the movie Cloud Atlas. And I quote, "Our lives are not our own. We are bound to others, past and present. And by each crime and every kindness, we birth our future." End quote. To my professors, friends, and fellow graduates, thank you for your kindness. For every one look at the dark contours of my story, I make 10 looks at your contributions in my life. You made me realize that we are always a part of each other through our choices. And this interconnection is what weaves our isolated narratives into the grand story of humanity. At this point, I have concluded that we're not just scholars ng bayan. First and foremost, we are citizens of this planet. We are the consciousness of the material universe itself. We are star stuff becoming aware of itself, the greatest masterpiece of evolution and development so far. Unless higher life forms exist. And our loyalty ultimately transcends familial, religious, or national boundaries. Our allegiance belongs to the humanity as a whole, because our actions and their consequences reverberate throughout and across the world in history. As we get lost in the complexities of the mundane, I hope you find awe and direction by looking at the bigger picture. When life seems hopeless and loveless, marvel at what we have achieved so far. Marvel at what you have reached so far. It is one heck of a ride. May we all find healing and courage to press on. Thank you.
And now, we will recognize the members of the graduating class who are now members of the following honor societies: Phi Kappa Phi and Pi Gamma Mu.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to present to you our students who have been inducted as members of honor societies. These students have met the grade requirements and other conditions set by the honor societies that recognize students' academic achievements in their fields. I am also requesting those who have been inducted to the Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi to be recognized. With more than 1 million members worldwide in 300 chapters located in the university and college campuses throughout the United States, Puerto Rico, and the Philippines, Phi Kappa Phi is one of the oldest honor societies. Phi Kappa Phi's mission is to recognize and promote academic excellence in all fields of higher education and to engage a community of scholars in service to others. I also request those who have been inducted to the Pi Gamma Mu International Social Science Honor Society to be recognized. The Pi Gamma Mu International Social Science Honor Society's mission to encourage and recognize superior scholarship in social science disciplines and to foster cooperation and social service among its members. Pi Gamma Mu serves as the various social science disciplines which seek to understand and explain human behavior and social relationships, as well as their related problems and issues. Currently, there are around 150 active chapters in the United States and overseas. Thank you and congratulations to all of you.
The CDC Alumni Association President will now lead the oath-taking of the CDC Class 2020 as new CDC AA members. This will be followed by the singing of UP Naming Mahal.
Itaas ang kanang kamay. Ako ay taos-pusong nanunumpa na isa sa katuparan ko ng buong husay at katapatan at walang pag-iimbot ang mga tungkuling nakaatang sa akin bilang miyembro ng samahan ng mga nagtapos sa Kolehiyo ng Komunikasyong Pangkaunlaran. Ipagtatanggol ko at ipaglalaban ang kapakanan ng kolehiyo at universidad na aking pinagtapusan. At ipinangangako kong magiging matapat na nagtapos sa kolehiyong ito sa lahat ng pagkakataon. Aktibo akong makikibahagi sa mga dakilang layunin at aking pagsisikapang makatugon sa hamon ng paglilingkod sa kolehiyo, universidad at bayan. Kaya tulungan nawa ako ng Diyos.
Thank you everyone for being part of the 23rd CDC Testimonial and Recognition Program.
For graduating and honor students for the CDC Class 2020.
Mataas kamaong pagpupugay at pagbati ang ipinapaabot ng Konseho ng Mag-aaral ng Kolehiyo ng Komunikasyong Pangkaunlaran para sa mga nasipagtapos na CDC Class 2020 ngayong 23rd Testimonial and Recognition Program for Graduating and Honor Students. Magandang araw po sa ating iskolar ng bayan, guro, kawani, mga mahal sa buhay na kasama natin ngayong araw. Para sa ating 83 na DevCom graduates, kayo po ay inspirasyon para sa aming matitira sa kolehiyo upang pagsipagan pang makapagpatapos at tumungo sa iba't ibang mga larangan ng komunikasyong pangkaunlaran. Ito na po ang naging bunga ng inyong mga paghihirap sa harap man ng silid-aralan, sa harap ng computer screen, o sa harap at tabi ng masa. Maikling mensahe lamang ng aming konseho ay sana sa susunod na panahon ay tayo ay magkasama muli upang paglingkuran ang sambayanan. Hangad natin ay isang lipunang malaya para sa ating sarili, mga mahal sa buhay, mga magulang kapatid, at maging isang lipunang malaya para sa ating mga masang api. At tulad ng ating paulit-ulit na pagsasagawa ng mga LNA, KSAP, at community profiles, sa inyong pagtahak ng iba't ibang larangan ng paninilbihan labas sa ating pamantasan ay sana pag-aralan ninyo ang ating lipunan. Patuloy itong pag-aralan, lalo na kung paano ito pinapahirapan. Kilala ang ating kurso bilang flexible sa kahit anong larangan, ngunit nananatili ang ating inspirasyon natin na magmula ang ating lakas sa masa at tumungo sa masa upang magsilbi kasama sila. Kami po ay patuloy na pag-aaralan at susuportahan kayo sa anumang pagtahak nyo na larangan ng Kolehiyo ng Komunikasyong Pangkaunlaran at ikinakatuwa ng konseho ang inyong pagkatapos at mga parangal at sana magkita pa tayo muli sa iba't ibang mga kampanyang masa. Hindi tulad ng ibang mga naging parte ng ating komunidad, panindigan ninyo po sana ang tunay na esensya ng DevCom na paglingkuran ang sambayanan at hindi ang mga nang-aapi. Pagpupugay, iskolar ng bayan, ngayon ay lumalaban.
Alliance would like to extend its warmest congratulations to the CDC Class of 2020. We hope you're able to celebrate this well-deserved Sublime 2020 with your friends and family. After years of writing articles, endless nights in production classes, and creating RTOs, you're finally here, ready to explore another chapter of your life, and the Alliance couldn't be any prouder of all of you. Thank you so much for all the efforts you gave in building the Alliance that we have today. As you enter this new journey, please remember to prioritize yourself and take some time to rest before fighting again. Surely, the Alliance is here to support you in braving the path that you chose to take. Once again, congratulations, and we wish you the best of luck.
Sumibol, isang pangalang maglilingkod sa sariling bayan, sandata ang broadcasting. Medyang larangan natin, kagabay mga eskola ng bayan sa pagsulong ng kapakanan ng kabataan, ng kababaihan, ng sambayanan. Tayo'y magkakasama sa hirap at ginhawa, sa pagbuo ng pangarap. Tayo ay iisa. Sulong tayo, hawak kamay, maglalakbay patungo sa kaunlaran. Huwag bibitiw, pag-ibig ay tunay sa UP Comrotso. Serbisyo'y walang kapantay. Isang
Pagbati sa ating lahat. Ako si Rizel Iana Marie Banayos, ang Chief Anchor ng UP Community Broadcasters Society. Sa ngalan ng buong organisasyon, buong pusong pagbati ang aming inahahandog para sa mga nagsipagtapos sa Kolehiyo ng Komunikasyong Pangkaunlaran ngayong taon. Kasama niyo kami sa pagdiriwang ng natatanging araw na kumikilala sa inyong kahangahangang pagpupursigi at pagpapatuloy. Mga bagay na talaga namang napakahirap at naging pagsubok sa gitna ng krisis na ating kinakaharap. Nagpapatunay lamang na nararapat na ipagdiwang ang inyong tagumpay. Nawa ay madala ninyo ang mga natutunan nyo mga gawi at prinsipyo mula sa organisasyon, sa kolehiyo at sa ating universidad. Huwag kalimutan ang paninindigan at integridad ng isang eskolar ng bayan para sa bayan sa pagpapatuloy bilang tagapagsilbi ng sambayanang Pilipino. Hangad namin ang inyong patuloy na pag-unlad at patuloy kayong maging naiiba, nag-iisa at nangunguna. Mabuhay at magpatuloy mga eskolar ng bayan para sa bayan.
Ito na ang ating huling sandali. Di na tayo magkakamali.
on behalf of DevComSoc, we want to show our appreciation and extend our congratulations sa lahat ng mga naging achievements mo in your career and also sa patuloy mong pagsusulong sa pag-aaral and practice ng DevCom even now na nasa parte ka na ng workforce. So sana you're always safe and you're always happy. So despite yung mga naging achievements mo, I hope you also find the time to unwind and also take some rest for yourself. So, yun lang. Ingat ka lagi.
Hi, Nong. Una sa lahat, gusto ko tayong congratulate sa iyong graduation. Although, sobrang late na ata itong message na to kasi ilang sems ago ka pa gumrad. But nevertheless, it's still an achievement and gusto ko tayong congratulate kahit ilang beses pa doon. And, ano ba? Gusto kong sabihin na although hindi ako naging malaking parte ng UP life mo kasi short time lang naman tayo naging magkakilala and nagkaabot sa campus, gusto kong sabihin na very thankful ako sa naging support mo sa akin. Kasi ikaw yun nandun sa foundations ng UP life ko. And until now, na nag-pandemic, nalalapitan pa rin kita. And I hope na pagtahak mo ngayon ng bagong journey mo sa life, like sa career mo, maging isa rin ako sa mga support systems mo whenever kailangan mo. Ayun, so congrats ulit, Nong, and I wish you all the best sa iyong magiging career and dito lang kami palagi for you.
Hello Nangande ngayon. So, first of all, gusto ko muna ikaw i-greet ng congratulations kasi syempre nakapag-graduate ka na sa UP, sa UPLB, and sa College of Development Communication. So, yes, that's something to celebrate of. Ayan, sana kapag pupunta ka ditong LB ay bisitahin mo ako this year. Ayan, para ma-celebrate natin yan. And then, ayun, I just want to thank you for your guidance and help during nung nagsisimula pa lang din ako sa SOC. And syempre, nung applicant ako, as an applicant, syempre, ang dami mong natulong sa akin noon, inabigay na advice. Syempre, syempre kasama ka pa sa top 3 as documentor. So, ayun, sobrang laking help ng mga nabigay mo sa amin at natuturo mo sa amin. Gusto ko lang din ikaw pasalamatan kasi you were there. Lalo na nung second year first sem ko na syempre ang dami kong ganap, ang dami kong ginagawa sa buhay, sa org, sa ACADS, and in your in your own little ways pala, small little ways, tumutulong ka. Naalala ko pa nung binigyan mo ako ng ulam, parang naghatid ka ng ulam nun kasi hindi ko alam kung saan nanggaling yung ulam na yun. Pero thank you kasi may nakain ako nung gabi yun. Ayan, tapos and then gusto ko lang i-commend and pasalamatan yung efforts na binigay mo para sa society. Ngayon bilang naging PS na rin ako. Ayan, patapos na ako maging PS, na-realize ko kung gaano kabigat yung trabaho nyo or gaano ang dami nyong binibigay na effort yung society. And during your time as documentor, nakita ko din yung effort mo umattend ng bawat meetings, sumagot ng mga minutes, and gusto ko itong pasalamatan dahil doon, the current body and siguro yung body, every one of us wants to thank you for your service. Tapos, lastly na din, good luck to your endeavors. Kung ano man yung gusto mo mangyari sa life mo, sana makahanap ka ng goods na job, yung fit sa talents and skills mo, sa passion mo. And, ayun, pagpatuloy mo yung devotion mo and yung passion mo to serve other people, communities, or your family, to give back to your family. So, yun lang I promise na hopefully sana makagraduate na din ako next year. Kasunod po. Ayun lang po, and ingat nang I love you.
Hello po, Lola Angel. Though hindi pa po tayo officially na-introduce ni Ninang Precious sa isa't isa, I wanna wish you luck po on your future careers and plans. Congratulations po, and I'm looking forward to meet and bond with you soon. Good luck po!
Hi, Ninang Giwa. So, first of all, I want to just congratulate you na natapos mo na yung pagsumok mo dito sa UP at graduating ka na. Sa wakas, natapos nyo na yung ilang buwang paghihirap nyo dito. And, first of all, I just want to say na I am very, very grateful na ikaw na naging ninang ko. Dahil kung hindi sa'yo, parang hindi, naisip ko parang hindi ako na-challenge sa sarili ko. And kung hindi kita nakilala nung freshman year pa lang ako, parang hindi magiging ganitong kaginhawa, kaingay, in a good way, yung buhay ko dito sa UP and sa org. So, I just want to say na I am very, 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 very thankful na nakilala kita, and I do hope in the near future magkita tayo ulit sana. At finally, kumain tayong dalawa ng tayo lang. Okay? Tapos, and for your future endeavors, I wish you the best and good luck sa kung saan ka mang trabaho pupunta or kung babalik ka ulit sa UP for master's. Okay? So, again, I am very, very thankful and congratulations to you, Nina.
Hi Lola Erica and Ninang Anna. First of all, I want to say congratulations on your graduation. We wish you luck on your future endeavors, and we may not have spent so much time together, but we're so proud of you. Of course, not only our bloodline, but of all of the members in UPLB DevComSoc are so proud of you. Again, congrats and padayon from your bloodline and your DCS family.
Pagbati sa mga nagsipagtapos mula sa Class 2020 ng Kolehiyo ng Komunikasyong Pangkaunlaran. Mula sa UPLB Development Communicator Society, kami ay nagpupugay para sa inyong tagumpay. Sa pagtapak ninyo sa panibagong yugto ng inyong buhay, naway dalhin ninyo ang mga prinsipyo at aral na itinuro ng ating kolehiyo, lalong-lalo na ang mga bagay na ating ipinaglalaban para sa mga sektor ng lipunan na higit na nangangailangan sa atin. Naway, hindi ninyo malimutan kung para saan ba ang DevCom, sino ang ipinaglalaban at nais tulungan ng ating propesyon. Hangad namin ang makabuluhang biyahe para sa lahat at saan man mapadpad, laging dalhin ang dangal at husay. Padayon mga eskola ng bayan.
Go ahead and widen your horizon.
Padayon! CDC Class 2020. Mula sa iyong mga kabarangay DDBT, congratulations, RJ!
RJ!
Pagbate sa inyong pagtatapos, nalulugod ako na nairaos nyo rin ang 4 o higit pang mga taon ng pag-aaral sa Kolehiyo ng Komunikasyong Pangkaunlaran dito sa UPLB. Saan man kayo mapadpad o palarin, huwag kakalimutan ang mga itinuro sa inyo ng DevCom, gaya ng pagiging makatao, makikapwa, mapagkawang gawa, at makabayan. At huwag magkakalat ng fake news. Ang inyong paglalakbay tungo sa kani-kaniyang tagumpay ay maging makulay, masaya, at punong-puno ng pag-asa at kagandahang loob. Pagbating muli sa inyo at pagpalain kayong lahat.
Congratulations at mabuhay sa CDC Class of 2020. Proud na proud ang inyong CDC family sa inyong mga accomplishments at pati na rin sa mga magiging accomplishments niyo pa in the future. Bilang mga isko-iska na may patuloy ninyong ipamalas ang inyong dangal at husay sa pamamagitan ng paglilingkod sa ating bayan. Muli, padayon at congratulations sa CDC Class of 2020.
Hi, Sir RJ. Long overdue, but congratulations sa iyong graduation sa Masters. And I hope yung mga susunod mong endeavors would be in line pa rin dun sa gustong tahangan. And also, we're very grateful that we have you sa amin sa rep sector, that you continue to serve and that you continue to guide us bilang aming head ng Reps Welfare Committee. And I wish for you to have a more flourishing career and that you may be able to attain your goals this year. Congratulations again to RJ and stay safe.